Hey everyone, this is Clarinetgamer here, and I'm back. Yes, I'm back once again. Yeah, I've been on another hiatus once again, and again, I apologise if my voice isn't right. I just squeak my voice sometimes. But anyway, yeah, I've been on another hiatus once again because I've been getting college work done as per usual. So I apologise for any inconvenience that was caused there, because I only got a few videos uploaded, which was one of these Crash Bash tournaments. As you can see, another one is in progress right now, as you can see on the screen. This is going to be kind of an update video while doing post commentary over this, so it's kind of two things in one. The first level, as you can see here, is Ring Ding. I'm doing the Medieval Mayhem tournament here. This is the final tournament of the game, and the first game, as you can see here, is like getting all the balloons of your respective colour and getting most of them before the time runs out, before the other players. And it's pretty even here, and there's special items you can collect here, which are the boots to go in any direction you want across the board, and there's also a vacuum cleaner. As you can see, Koala Kong has it, and that can be a major advantage to you, unless if you change or advantage or disadvantage to you, because if you have an advantage over it, you can get all the colours changed. Using the black balloon there, you can change all the colours, so you can change the direction of the board, or you can burst every balloon except your colour. And yeah, the reason being is because I've just had a lot of college work done, plus I've been involved in a lot of performances as well. For example, this past week I was involved in a musical that was put together by my classmates, and the music performance subject, well, not music performance subject, but like advanced project subject for music. And basically what they had to do is put on a musical theatre production, which I was a part of. I was playing in the band, like I wasn't singing or anything, and I was just basically playing the clarinet in that band, and I had a really good time. It was a great laugh. I mean, well, not great laugh, but like it was well put together, and we were using songs from famous musicals. Yeah, as you can see, Cortex was gaining a major advantage there with the vacuum cleaner, and then I tried to get ahead, but unfortunately a vacuum cleaner was taken off me way too soon. But yeah, we played songs from like well, musicals like from, oh wait, no, sorry, I keep thinking I was Koala Kong in this, right? Sorry, I keep thinking I'm the wrong character there, but you know, like famous musicals, you might have heard of some musicals like Grease, Chicago, stuff like that. Yeah, it's basically that. And basically I've just been getting assignments done, and I've got 2 more assignments left to do before the college year is over, so I think I've got more flexible time on my hands now to record videos, which is really good. And I can promise you I will be recording more videos. And yeah, just to say, in this challenge, Cortex actually, well, he gained a major advantage in this. And I don't know, it may have just been me not playing the Ring Ding challenge for quite some time. And again, what do I think of Ring Ding itself? It's an okay level. It's quite fun, like collecting all the balloon stuff. Oh yeah, this is where I got a major advantage. It's like I was hogging all the balloons there with the vacuum cleaner. So since I got 15 points there, there was not really much of a chance of the computers winning in this challenge. So that's all I can really say about this level. I mean, collecting the balloons themselves can be a bit hard depending on where you're going in the direction of the board. If you have the shoes within the box like these, you can go in any direction you want to get the balloons, which can be a good advantage, as long as you don't hit the balloons of other colours like what I did to lose the item. Also, I took a look at the voting video that I uploaded last week, and it seems like quite a few people want to see me do Jak and Daxter. However, in the end, Graphic Cortex takes the slice of cake here, wins the cake here. Well, maybe that's not the proper way of saying it. But the Graphic Cortex won this one, so I'll be recording the Graphic Cortex for Mondays. And speaking of which, after this post-commentary update video of talking about like things that have been going on, and also about the Crash Bash tournament itself, I will be recording a session of the Graphic Cortex, which should be good. And speaking of recording, I actually tried out the HDP VR again on the ArcSoft Showbiz software, because as some of you may know, I've had issues getting the HDP VR to work. I think it's because I've had a problem with one of my USB slots. That's probably why it's disconnecting randomly, because probably one of my USB ports on the computer is disconnecting randomly. I actually did a test recording of the PS2 menu, just leaving the recording like for 7.5 minutes for their sitting on the screen for 7.5 minutes, and I managed to record that without the HD PVR disconnecting. So, in all honesty, I think it's a USB port problem. I think that's what's wrong with the. It's probably just my computer acting up, which is a shame. But I just hoping the other USB ports don't act faulty either. I hope they're not faulty as well. Sorry if I'm really messing up my words today. It's just like I've not really commentated in quite a while, and I'm just getting back into the swing of things again. And yeah, this is where the penultimate round right here between myself and Cortex, and yes, I say penultimate, Cortex is really gaining the advantage here. See, what the computers do when they gain the vacuum cleaner, they just basically stand there and just jump. I don't know if that's really good strategy there. I mean, it may be a good strategy to the computers, but for me, it's not, because I tend to move around the area with the vacuum cleaner to make sure that the computers don't hit me. And it always seems to me as well, whenever I get that item box, I always seem to get the speed shoes, and I never seem to get the vacuum cleaner for some reason. It's always the computers that get it. So like there, like I get the shoes, okay, it's a good item, however, it's not as good as the vacuum cleaner. And there we go, yeah, again, I get it, once again. But yeah, Cortex was basically going to win this one right here. There was no way I was going to catch up. Even though I had all my balloons turned to that colour within seconds to go, I was quite close on getting it. Well, maybe not as close, like I had 17 and he had 23, so Cortex won rounding right there. So yeah, Medieval Mayhem is definitely based off of the Crash Bandicoot 3 levels, as you could probably tell by the title of the tournament levels. And the next level is pretty much the same thing as that, like, well, not the same thing, but there's different games to this. There's like gaining, well, basically the general ruling of this game is gaining points, but in a different variety of formats. So example, like that was the balloon, getting the balloons. This is like hitting the target on the scoreboard to gain points. You got the times 1, 2, 3 and 5. I always tended to stay in the times 5 area to get as many points as possible. Yeah, my voice is kind of going today, sorry if that's the case, but I'm still going to commentate no matter what. But yeah, as you can see here, I was having a bit of trouble I was having to get used to the controls again, but I was gaining a few points here. I've got 14 now, as you can see, and Coco is in the lead with 19. Now, if I remember right, I think Coco won this round, if I remember correctly. I feel like I'm going to sneeze here. Okay, right, yeah. You get that feeling sometimes if you think you're going to sneeze, but then it just doesn't happen, and I'm like, no, don't sneeze when recording. It rarely ever happens that. I think a good strategy is staying in the times 5 bit and seeing if you can hit the target board while it's moving. It's quite easy, in my opinion, to hit the target board, although it could just be down to luck, for all I know. Again, I'm going to keep moving the mouse about just to make sure it doesn't go to a screensaver, because I remember that happened last time. And yes, this video is 26 minutes, so 26 minutes of post-commentary. Hooray, I guess. This is the longest time I've ever had to do post-commentary. But yeah, what do I think of Dragon Drop? I mean, it's very appropriate for medieval, because I mean, well, dragons are appropriate in the medieval time. And you can see there, even though I didn't really hit the board there, you could still try and hit the board or making the gem go round and making a hit later on. Yeah, as far as it goes for college itself, I'm just waiting for results now for assignments, and it's getting a bit tense now waiting for results, but I've just got to play the waiting game even further, as well as the games I'm doing on YouTube. I have to do a let's play of the waiting game. Yeah, a let's play of the waiting game, that's so exciting. But yeah, as you can see here, I think, oh yeah, Koala Kong, yeah, of course, Koala Kong got the most points here and he won that one. And also you can hear right here, the music that's being used here is the same music that was used in Dante's Dash, and if I remember correctly, Swamp Fox as well. So they used the same music in some levels, which I have no idea why. but I think, oh yeah, I basically stayed in ×5 here, and I actually managed to hit the scoreboard quite easily here, or the target quite easily there. And yeah, as you can see there, I just missed there. Yeah, you could probably see like in the 45-second mark or thereabouts. I think maybe not actually. When is it the blue gem comes? Oh yeah, it's about the 35-second mark or something like that. Yeah, there's another gem that comes into the fray here, which could give you an advantage here, or it definitely gives you an advantage. Because with 2 gems, it's not really that easy to gain points. And yeah, Koala Kong was tied with me, so things were getting quite intense until I got that 5 points there, so that made the difference. So yeah, the dragon that I have looks quite cool. I mean, the purple dragon. Also, I'm looking forward to seeing E3 this year. Yeah, I'm talking about quite a lot of topics in the video here, but that's what I like to do sometimes, as well as talking about the game itself. I like to talk about other topics just to keep in mind and not make the commentary really boring. Is that E3? There's some things I'm looking forward to at E3. Well, particularly for Sony anyway, since I'm a PlayStation gamer, as you could probably tell. And things I'm looking forward to being revealed or most details are the Uncharted game for PlayStation 4, that should be good, and also the Star Wars Battlefront game that was teased at E3 last year. We're going to get more details of it this year actually, or in fact on Monday. We're going to get more details of it, which should be really good, because I remember first playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PlayStation 2 when I was really young, and I really enjoyed that game very much. And speaking of which, I might actually do a Let's Play of that game at some point in the future, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Not sure how many of you feel about that, but you see, I've got a lot of games in mind that I do want to do Let's Plays of, depending if I have the time for them, of course. Oh yeah, I got a huge amount of points here, because I stayed in that ×5 target. 51 points. That's quite an impressive amount of points, I have to say. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Star Wars Battlefront, like the PS4 version, has to offer, well, or Xbox One, because I mean, I'm assuming it will be on PS4, Xbox One and PC. That's what I'm thinking that the game will be on. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to it being online, because Star Wars Battlefront Online, can you imagine that that's going to be huge, like having Star Wars Battlefront Online. And also other games I'm looking forward to being shown off are the new Assassin's Creed game by Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed Unity. That should be good, because I mean, it's set during the French Revolution, which is just after Connor's timeline from Assassin's Creed 3. And the other games I'm looking forward to are Batman Arkham Knight. That should be good as well, because I mean, I've seen like trailers of Arkham Knight and it looks fantastic. Like, it was a PlayStation 4 version I watched of it and it looked incredible. I'm not gonna lie, and it's the last one in the Arkham series as well, Arkham Knight, in case if any of you have played the Arkham games before. Yeah, as you can see, for Dragon Drop, that's the name of the level. I can't believe I forgot the name of the level now. Yeah, for Dragon Drop, that was quite easy, I think. I mean, I did take some time to get used to the controls again during this challenge when I played it off screen, while not doing live commentary. But again, here's the next game, which is basically Mallet Mash. And basically in this game you have to destroy mushrooms to gain points. Now personally for me, I think this game is probably the hardest, I think, out of all of the games. And the reason for that is that it's because it's really hard to get most mushrooms here, because the computers really go for the ones that you want to go after. Excuse me. Yeah, my voice is really going today, but I'm still going. I really don't care. So, probably because of like, you know, like it's around about that time of year, it's summertime, and you're gonna have like hay fever and stuff like that. It's kind of depressing, I know, but things happen like that, I guess. But yeah, getting the mushrooms here, it's kind of hard, because the longer you hold down the square button, the bigger the hit is, and the longer you hold it down for particular mushrooms, and if the mushrooms start shaking, that's when you can get more points. The golden mushroom is worth 10 points, and the longer it shakes. Like if it shakes mildly, you'll get 15 points, and if it shakes rapidly, you get 20 points, which is quite a lot of points. It's quite a risk you have to take to get a lot of points from these mushrooms. For example, like the normal mushrooms, like if you hit them with, if they're not shaking, you get 2 points. And you'll get 3 points if they mildly shake like that. And if they're rapidly shaking, you'll get 5 points. So it's best to go for the maximum amount of points if you can. That's my best strategy for this anyway. And all projects should be as normal as well. Like going back to the update, all projects should be as normal. Sonic Adventure should still be as normal. Simpsons Hit and Run, I'm still to record more of that. I've yet to start level 5. As you can see here, I got the 20 points there for the mushroom. Yeah, it's really good to get those amount of points because it can really make all the difference in this game. But yeah, the Simpsons Hit and Run should be as normal. But yeah, I think I gained a major advantage in this because of me hitting those golden mushrooms. Although, to be fair, Cortex was actually winning this one. And as you can see, Koala Kong got that mushroom, which wasn't good. Yeah, I think Cortex won this one, I think. I was tied with him there. And I was hoping it wasn't going to be a tie, and thank goodness it wasn't because, well... Or in fact, no, actually, it should have been a tie. I mean, either way, it didn't matter because, I mean, Cortex won, which set back the challenge. But yeah, the reason why it's hard is because the longer you hold down the square button, it's good to get a shockwave. However, the longer you hold down the square button, and if you hold it down for too long, the computers might sneak up and get that mushroom before you do, which can be quite annoying. Because you know what the computers are like in Crash Bash, they can be very unpredictable at times. But yeah, what else was I talking about? Yeah, going back to E3, I'm really hoping that, like, I mean, the thing is though, I'm not expecting Crash Bandicoot to be revealed at E3, but if he is revealed, then that's definitely going to be something. I'm not saying like that, I mean, I definitely miss the Crash Bandicoot games, I mean, I definitely do. I mean, I think there should have been more brought to, like, you know, like, especially PlayStation 3. I have no idea why Activision, like, would cancel, like, you know, games like, you know, like, the games that they cancelled before, especially like a Crash Team Racing sequel. I mean, I have no idea why they would have cancelled those. I'm not saying the other games are bad, like Crash of the Titans and Mind Over Mutant. I've seen the games, and they look pretty decent if you ask me. The only bad Crash Bandicoot game I can say that I have seen is Crash Boom Bang for the Nintendo DS. And a lot of people say that that's bad, and I actually have to agree with them. Because I've seen what the game looks like, and I just got turned off by it. And, well, Titans and Mind Over Mutant, Crash of the Titans looks like a pretty good game for what it is. Even though it doesn't really stick to the original format of the games, it's still a good change, I think. Although the dialogue, I have to say, is pretty corny. But it doesn't matter though, it's Crash Bandicoot, it's a kids game, what do you expect? It has corny dialogue like that. I mean, I had that in Crash to Insanity, I think. Well, Crash to Insanity had the funniest cutscenes in the game. I still think it's the funniest Crash game in the series to date. But I'm hopeful that there'll be a new Crash game for the PS4, but if not, it really doesn't matter, in my opinion. It really doesn't matter if there's one not revealed, because we have a lot of Crash games to look back on anyway, as instant classics. And we've got to move on with the future anyway. I'm not saying Crash should just be stuck in the past. But yeah, the ones I'm definitely looking forward to again are Uncharted for the PlayStation 4. And Cortex won that one again, as you can see. I think, if I remember right, I think, did Cortex not win this one again? I think he did. And I think, what was it that happened? Oh, sorry, yeah, I lost track, yeah. But yeah, just going over the games again. Uncharted for PS4, Star Wars Battlefront, Assassin's Creed Unity, and Batman Arkham Knight. I'm also curious to see, like, this new Call of Duty that's been revealed, the Advanced Warfare. I'm curious to see what that's like as well. Because I've seen like a teaser trailer of the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and it looks pretty decent if you ask me. And yeah, well, my final thoughts on this level that's being played at the moment, it's a pretty good level. I mean, I'll admire it for what it is. I mean, it's a good fun level, like hitting the mushrooms, although it can be quite hard at times, depending on the angle you're hitting at. It can be wrong and that can cause you to lose some time. Yeah, Cortex won this one. There was no way anybody else was catching up to him. Cortex won this one, so this would have led on to the next minigame. As you can see, he's shaking his hammer. Or mallet, should I say, not hammer. It's not hammer mash, it's mallet mash. Alright, on to the final minigame of this tournament, which is basically... what was the name of this one again? I cannot even remember now. But basically, in this one you have to destroy these barrels with a gunpowder thing. You've got like gunpowder. And the more barrels you collect, eventually you'll get up to 10 points. And you'll rack up so many points in this challenge. It's just unreal how many points you'll rack up here in this challenge. But as you can see here, I didn't have a really good start. I only got 20 points here, and Cortex was in the lead again with 140. And Koala Kong, he was just, I don't know what on earth he was doing in this challenge. He was just being really stupid in this challenge. I have no idea why, but that's Koala Kong for you, I guess. That's Koala Kong for you. But yeah, this challenge is actually a lot easier compared to Mallet Mash, because there's plenty of barrels to collect, and they're actually there all the time for you to collect. At least, like, they don't go away in a certain time limit. Yeah, the normal barrels will give you, like, if you first hit a normal barrel, you get 2 points, and the second one you'll get 4, 6, 8. It multiplies by 2 every time. The fifth one you get is worth 10 points. And there's like a lighter colour barrel right here, you can see it, which gives you 10 points anyway. And there's a golden barrel, as you probably saw earlier, right there actually, gives you 20 points. I would suggest, if you're going to get a good start, or a good start on winning this challenge, I would say collect the golden barrels as much as possible when they spawn. As you can see here, yeah, you can get a lot of points in this. Like, I got 342 points, which is quite a great amount of points. I've heard that if you actually get a lot of these barrels, you could get like maybe up to the 999 point limit. I remember when Rich Renegade was doing this on his tournament videos, I think he got up to 999 points, I think. I'm not sure if it was legit or not, because I remember before in his Let's Play for the Platinum Relics, yeah, I did not get all the Platinum Relics in the main Let's Play of this, because I just could not be bothered. It's way too hard. And besides, I mean, the best percentage I got for that game, again, and in fact, in all actuality, never mind for the Let's Play, but in all actuality was, yeah, as you can see, I got screwed over there by a shockwave, and I was struggling to catch up to the fire there, but I got it. But, what was it that I said before? I can't even remember now. It was, yeah, when Rich Renegade was playing this, like, he didn't, for the Platinum Relics, I would say if you're going to use, like, cheating devices or anything, I honestly don't blame you, because, I mean, they're so hard. They are absolutely incredibly hard to get. And if you can actually do them with pure skill, then that is fantastic. Because, I mean, getting the Platinum Relics in this game is an absolute nightmare. So, like, the thing is, though, I think I managed to collect the Platinum Relics for the Crate Crush challenges. I think that was because, like, I was really good at the Crate Crush challenges. That's probably how I got them quite easily. I did struggle a bit because the computers were very resilient in these challenges. But in the end, I managed to get all the Platinum Relics anyway. Oh, sorry, no, for Crate Crush. But for levels such as Crash Ball, I did not get them because it's just way too hard. But the best percentage I got in all actuality was 163%. Which is, again, pretty good. I even found the Golden Relic hard for a Splash Dash. I'm just reflecting back on the Let's Play I did back last year. I think it was last year is when I did the Let's Play, or back, maybe it might have been in 2012 when I was actually first using the headset and I used it terribly. I had the volume way too high and you could hear my breathing all the time, although I don't know if you're hearing it now because of, like, you know, of me having, like, not the sniffles but like the
a bit of the hay fever because it's that time of year again in the summer. It's just so depressing, this. It's like I can never get away from anything when it comes to my nose. It's like hay fevers in the summer, and then you got colds in the winter. It's so depressing. But I'm pretty sure most of you that are watching this will have had that, been through that before, like with hay fever and stuff like that. As you can see here, I think this was the point where I won this challenge. Yeah, I think I won this one, although Coco was very close behind me. But to be honest, I got nearly 400 points, which is very impressive. So that's pretty much it for all the Crash Bash tournament, guys, and that brings Crash Bash to a close until the Let's Play Until I Fail episodes, which I'll probably be coming back to for this game, and several others that I've done for Let's Plays. But anyway, thank you all for watching this tournament of Crash Bash. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please feel free to like. Please feel free to comment down below for your thoughts on this tournament and its levels if you want to. And also please feel free to subscribe for more videos coming up, especially for the Wrath of Cortex. If you're really looking forward to that, then please feel free to subscribe if you're looking forward to Wrath of Cortex. Till then, everybody, this is Clarinetgamer here signing off, and things will be back to normal as usual this coming week. I'm hoping anyway. I'll do the best I can anyway. And that's pretty much it. So this has been Clarinetgamer here signing off. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a great day wherever you are, and I shall see you next time for, well, Wrath of Cortex that is. Till then, goodbye.